It's a debate that was televised and watched widely by millions of Kenyans, not just in the nation's capital, but across the counties. Now, it has been a subject of discourse, and the major questions on the minds of many is who won the debate, and can this debate have the effect of tilting the scales of the electorate towards one preferred candidate? Let's crunch the numbers based on an opinion poll. The opinion poll conducted on Tuesday by IPSOS Synovate sought to assess the impact of the presidential debate. The pollster chose from a sample size of 1,074 people, with 137 of them graded as undecided.
Kenya is far greater than any single individual.
37% of those who watched the debate, that was live on 8 television stations and 34 radio stations, believe it was Jubilee coalition luminary Uhuru Kenyatta who took the day, while 23% thought it was Prime Minister Raila Odinga who stole the show. 15% were impressed by Eagle Coalition's Peter Kenneth, and 8% of those polled felt that Karua was the most articulate, while new entrant Mohamed Abduba Dida and Amani Coalition's Musalia Mudavadi were neck-to-neck at 4%. Safina's Paul Mwite had 2%, while Restore and Rebuild's Professor James Ole Kiapi was rated at 1%.
Just because people are prepared to vote for a candidate, it shows that the listeners and the viewers followed this debate very critically. They were not prepared blindly, if I can use that word, or automatically to give top rating to someone simply because that's their preferred candidate.
So then, based on some of these outcomes, who would they vote for? Once again, it emerged that Deputy Premier Uhuru Kenyatta was the preferred candidate among them, with 40% saying they would support an Uhuru presidency. 33% would opt for a Raila Odinga government. 7% would vote in Peter Kenneth, 4% Musalia Mudavadi, and 2% Narc Kenya's Karua.
And right behind you was a huge elephant.
A host of issues were tackled during the debate.
But I know that it will pose serious challenges to run a government by Skype from The Hague.
I will be able to handle the issue of clearing my name, while at the same time ensuring that the business of government continues.
Matters relating to the International Criminal Court, the sampled audience thought Uhuru Kenyatta handled the matter satisfactorily, while Prime Minister Raila Odinga was regarded as astute in handling matters pertaining to party politics.
Tribalism is an excuse that poor leadership and weak leadership gives to Kenyans.
On matters of tribalism, it was Eagle Coalition flag bearer Peter Kenneth who was viewed as the candidate who addressed the issue appropriately. On health, it was not Kenya's Karua. And on matters education, the former Education Permanent Secretary Professor James Ole Kiapi tackled the matter decisively. The pollster also sampled views from respondents who were undecided before the debate. And after the debate, 44% of those who were hitherto undecided said they would vote for Uhuru Kenyatta, 17% for Peter Kenneth, and 16% for the Premier. With a second debate in the offing, the question remains whether it could have an impact on those watching.
These debates make a difference. In a close election, or an election whose result can't be predicted yet, you have quite a bit to gain and less to use if you're down in the polls, and you have quite a bit to lose and less to gain, but still important to hold on if you're higher up in the poll.
The poll also points to the fact that going into the next round, Peter Kenneth, Mohamed Abduba Dida, Karua, and Paul Mwite all have gains to work with, even as the ballot 2013 race hits fever pitch. Willis Raburu, Citizen Live at 9, Nairobi.